The French Riviera, or Côte d'Azur, is France's coastline along the Mediterranean Sea. While there are no official boundaries, the French Riviera stretches from Menton at the French-Italian border in the east to the Spanish border in the west. The French Riviera represents the most stunningly beautiful and exciting part of the Mediterranean coastline. The French Riviera gives you historic cities and charming towns, medieval architecture, beautiful beaches, breathtaking views, crystal clear water, and what many consider the best cuisine in the world. And if all of this is not stimulating enough for the beautiful mind, the French Riviera also offers a highly regarded art and culture scene. Because of its mild climate and 300 plus sunny days a year, visiting the French Riviera is a true pleasure at any time of year. Spring and summer are preferable if you're looking for a classic resort experience. Even though you'll encounter festival crowds and vacationers left and right, you'll enjoy beautiful beach weather. July and August are the height of the season, when the beaches are packed with tourists and narrow cobblestone roads are crammed with visitors. To avoid the hefty crowd, the best time to visit this beautiful part of the world is between June and September, when the weather is still stunning, the atmosphere is more relaxed, and dinner reservations are much easier to come by. The first place on our list is the town of Menton. After crossing the border from Italy into France, you've arrived at the French border town of Menton. After arriving in Menton, you will know immediately why the French Riviera is one of the most gorgeous areas in the world. It is fair to say that Menton embodies everything the Côte d'Azur is about. Palm trees and gardens everywhere, beaches, a historic town, perfect views, 300 plus days of sunshine annually, designer shops and upscale restaurants offering some of the best Mediterranean cuisine. Menton is not a large city, but you'll need at least 2 hours to stroll the little cobblestone lanes of the old town. Wonder at the Basilique Saint-Michel with its 18th century bell tower, and the elaborate La Chapelle des Pénitents Blancs, before hiking up to the cemetery of the old chateau, enjoying a breathtaking view over the entire town. Like many parts of the French Riviera, the surrounding hills protect Menton from the cold alpine winds, leading to an almost subtropical microclimate and high temperatures. After leaving Menton towards Monaco, within 10 minutes you will pass picturesque Roquebrune Cap Martin. From here, Monaco is just around the corner. Monaco, or as it is officially called, the Principality of Monaco, is a sovereign city-state of the French Riviera. As such, it is an independent and sovereign micro-country located on the northern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. On land, it is surrounded by its neighbor France, and Italy is only 10 miles, about 16 kilometers to the east. Is Monaco beautiful? As so often, it is up to the visitor to decide this for themselves. In my opinion, Monaco is undoubtedly impressive and unique. Other than that, with just 2 kilometers, Monaco is heavily overbuilt, and with approximately 18,000 inhabitants, the world's most densely populated country in the world. In this country, everything is literally within walking distance. It takes just 45 minutes to cross Monaco, the entire country from east to west on foot. Most people I've talked to say, Monaco, been there, done that, don't need to return. What's your opinion? Please tell us in the comments if you've been to Monaco and if you think that Monaco is certainly worth a second or third visit. To make this clear, there is no wrong answer, so please tell us what you think. How does such a little country make money, you might ask? Well, basically in 2 ways. First of all, tourism. Because of its climate, the casino and the wealthy ambiance, Monaco is a trendy tourist destination, and tourists bring a lot of money. Secondly, taxes. Monaco charges a value-added tax of 20%, stamp duties on documents, and a 33.33% tax on corporations, with profits exceeding 25% from offshore sources. However, Monaco residents do not pay any taxes on their worldwide income. Driving further west, following the scenic route of the D6007, after 4.5 kilometers in a little more than 10 minutes, you will reach the little medieval village of Ez. Ez is a hilltop village, 1,400 feet above the Mediterranean Sea. It's no exaggeration to say that Ez is renowned worldwide for its breathtaking panoramic hilltop view of the sea. The small town of Ez is small and can easily be explored in 30 to 45 minutes. Ez was built as a fortified stronghold during the medieval period. The beautiful medieval village housed a couple of excellent hotels, lots of shops and galleries. Besides its architecture and stunning views, the village is famous for its beautiful vegetation, not only its exceptional exotic garden, but also exotic cacti and other botanical plants growing everywhere wild around the mountaintop. Here's an insider tip. If Ez is on your itinerary, get there before 10 a.m., as finding parking can get tricky in the small parking lot near the village entrance. From Ez, it's only 10 kilometers to the gem of the French Riviera, the city of Nice. Before arriving in Nice, you will pass the pit stop worthy villages of Beaulieu-sur-Mer and Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. Besides its luxurious hotels, Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat is well known for its opulent historic villas. The most famous are the Villa Ephrussi de Rothschild, built by Baroness Beatrice de Rothschild of the prominent French banking family between 1905 and 1912, or the villa of actor David Niven, just to name a few. Going west, just around another corner, passing Villefranche-sur-Mer, within a few minutes you will have arrived in Nice, the jewel and gateway to the French Riviera. Nice is rich in history and enjoys a world-famous heritage, beautiful architecture, a stunning seafront promenade, gorgeous weather, and cuisine that leaves no culinary desires unsatisfied. Nice's fame started in the 18th century as a health retreat for the rich, and later the city attracted aristocrats and artists, and in the 1960s it was all about the jet set. Today, Nice is a well-known holiday destination, and its central location allows easy access to the famous Côte d'Azur and the picturesque Provence. Follow the magnificent coastline westward and continue to the next exciting destination, 14 kilometers beyond the city of Nice. You arrive at another gem of the French Riviera, the peninsula Cap d'Antibes. On the east side of the peninsula, you will find the village of Antibes, known for its 16th century fortifications. The old village center overlooks the breathtaking bay with luxury yachts moored at the Port Vauban marina. It's easy to follow the old Antibes Old Town cobblestone streets, winding alleys past centuries-old buildings. Old Town is a car-free zone, so the best way to explore is on foot. An easy-to-navigate train system and the local bus system are easy and inexpensive ways to get around and access surrounding areas. While the west side of the peninsula features Jean Le Pen, a chic resort with buzzing nightlife, and the Jazz et Jean music festival. Traveling further west, in less than 30 minutes you will arrive at Cannes. This holiday resort town on the Côte d'Azur is famous for its association with the rich and famous, the film festival, luxury boutiques, expensive hotels, the Allée des Étoiles, Cannes' Walk of Fame and sandy beaches following the curved Boulevard de la Croisette. And yes, the boulevard will undoubtedly remind you of Nice's Boulevard des Anglais. But Cannes has so much more to offer than just stargazing. If it is seaside or countryside you're after, medieval town atmosphere, cobblestone roads, wide boulevards, and stylish shopping streets lined with incredible architecture, nightlife, shops, fantastic restaurants, Cannes won't let you down. If you plan to travel by air, the Nice International Airport is the closest to Cannes. Following the coastline west towards Saint-Tropez, you have a quick option and a fast and scenic one. If you're in a hurry, follow the toll route A8, bringing you to Saint-Tropez in less than 1.5 hours. Or you can follow the gorgeous coastline and on your way, stop to visit Saint-Raphaël-Fréjus. While Saint-Tropez's posh neighbor Cannes is known mainly for the glamorous and fashionable Cannes Film Festival, Saint-Tropez is the go-to spot for chic jet-setters. Saint-Tropez is the most luxurious resort on the French Riviera, yet remarkably, despite its lavish luxury and wealth, Saint-Tropez managed to preserve the atmosphere of a small fishing village and a cool, relaxed French way of life. Following the scenic route on D98 from Saint-Tropez to Marseille, you can visit Cassis, a Mediterranean fishing port in southern France, overlooked by a centuries-old chateau. Cassis is known for its location on a steep hillside with vineyards and pastel-colored houses stretching down to a seaside port lined with more multi-hued dwellings, shops, and restaurants. One big attraction here is the towering cliffs to the east and the turquoise inlets to the west. The cliffs of Cassis are as stunning as those found along the English Channel in Normandy. Leaving Cassis, traveling west for about 2 hours, you will arrive in Marseille. For the longest time, Marseille had a well-deserved bad reputation for being slummy and unsafe. However, the local government has worked resolutely to change that, and their effort has made an enormous difference. Now, Marseille is a beautiful, and for the most part, a safe port city. But that doesn't mean all parts of the city are now welcoming. Still today, there are some parts you should stay away from, especially in the northern neighborhoods, where street crime is still common. We advise you to see the excellent tourism office in Marseille for information about the unsafe areas of the city. And as always, when you travel, keep your essential documents and valuables safe. The downtown area is very walkable, especially neighborhoods like the Old Port and Le Panier, which are best experienced on foot. Marseille is a city rich in culture and features great opera and theater. The city has excellent nightlife. You can easily find live music venues, bars, and nightclubs. For the best and safest advice, see the concierge at your hotel. And here's an insider tip. Get the Marseille City Pass. A walking tour of the city is included in the price. Now, the top 5 neighborhoods to visit in Marseille are the Old Port, which is Vieux Port, and this is the historic heart of the city with its charming squares and arty corners of Le Panier. You won't escape the magic of this district, whose name means the basket. Allow yourself to become mesmerized by its orange and pastel facades, red roofs, sunny squares, and old narrow streets lined by quirky boutiques and cozy cafes. Or old world shopping in style at La Canebière. In La Canebière, you find locals and visitors strolling the wide sidewalks, people watching in historic cafes after shopping in chic boutiques and department stores. Check out the contemporary culture, boutiques, and nightlife at the Cours Julienne. The Cours Julienne is one of Marseille's hippest neighborhoods. And finally, the neighborhood of 5 Avenue with its leafy parks and museums. In this district, you will find the eye-catching palace and garden complex, Palais Longchamp. In the summer, the lavish English-style garden with its central fountain, ornate statues, canals, and green spaces is ideal for an amble. Europe is undoubtedly the most beautiful continent on the planet. Europe has so much to offer. Every European country is stunningly gorgeous and has an ancient and dramatic history, cultural, architectural diversity, and magnificent landscape. And it is fair to say that the French Riviera is undoubtedly one area that makes Europe so wonderful. Enjoy your visit.